A brand new severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued for Seminole as well as Orange County now until about 12:45 this afternoon. It's due to the severe thunderstorm cell we've been tracking over the last hour now. This is now starting to make a shift more towards the east southeast, so that's why the northern portions of Orange County are now included in this severe warning area. The two biggest concerns are going to be the hail as well as damaging winds. We've been watching this hail core. You see the dark black there that first warning meteorologist Eric Burris is pinging. That is indicating a very decent hail core, actually a very high hail core. We're talking about winds of over 60 miles per hour, but now a hail core indicating 2-inch diameter hail. That is well over ping pong size hail. We've already gotten reports of dime to even a penny size or pea size hail out by the Lake Mary area. And we're also getting reports of that out by Winter Springs as well. So out by Winter Springs, Oviedo, very decent hail core here. We're talking about over 2-inch hail. That is damaging hail. On top of that, the storm is moving fairly slowly to the east southeast now, about 10 to 15 miles per hour. So we're talking about rain rates about 4 to 5 inches an hour. So this is causing some very blinding downpours along areas like the 417 as it's heading east towards the Oviedo area and along 1792 as well. We've also been watching very closely the winds, and for that, I'm going to send it over to my colleague, first warning meteorologist Eric Burris. Eric?
All right, so Cam, what we're going to do is we're going to actually tap into, and I'm going to just switch over. This is our live first warning Doppler radar, okay? And the beauty of it is you don't just see the reflectivity, the rain product that we show on TV, you actually see inside the wind. First thing, just before we dive in any deeper, you see those pink colors as the live radar sweeps through? Those pink colors are actually showing the hail in the storm, because think about it, this is looking at reflectivity, and the reflectivity is brighter when you've got chunks of ice. So we've already seen, as Cam showed you on the hail tracker, a significant hail core. It's showing up on the reflectivity. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to our velocity. This is the Doppler radar wind data, and when we look at this, think of it as the brighter the color, the stronger the wind. So just by kind of clicking around and looking, we're running 40 or so miles an hour in one direction, 20 or so miles an hour in another direction. So that's 40, 50, that's 60 mile per hour shear basically in this area. This is very near, if you're familiar, this is the Masters Academy. Slavia, Redbug Lake Road, we're getting over toward the Oviedo Marketplace. There's the Oviedo Hospital. So it's going to be around the Masters Academy, Lucas Nursery. We're working over toward Lucas Farms and of course all of Duda Farms, I should say, and getting over toward Old Oviedo. So this is an area that there's plenty of apartment complexes. There's plenty of neighborhoods in the area from Tusca Ridge back over to the Tuscaloosa Country Club. And then eventually we work over towards some of those new developments there along Mitchell Hammock. So a lot of people are living here. And my concern is that while at the moment we are seeing what is referred to as an inflow notch, where the storm is breathing, it's pulling air. You can kind of see that little hook there, that little arc. To give you an idea, this is the University of Central Florida. This is McCullough. There's a lot of residents here. Even if they're all at work, there's a lot of people's homes that may be dealing with some very large hail on the north side. So the air is pulling in from around UCF into the storm back over toward the 417 and the 426. And while we're not seeing a very tight circulation, it is broadly circulating, and there's very powerful winds. We've got our radar in the severe weather mode at the moment, so it's tracking, and we're getting a spin on the radar every single minute. And Cam and I have been watching. It seems to me, Cam, like this has been a very significant hail producer, but at the moment, thankfully, we're not seeing a tornado trying to form, but some very big winds as well.
That is definitely for sure. And just to give folks at home some perspective, we talk about 2-inch diameter hail. That is about egg size or a golf ball size hail. So again, that is very much damaging hail there. And we've been watching the rotation on this. Again, thankfully, not seeing anything too crazy out there, but this is not the only storm we're tracking. We're watching the radar. There's plenty more other storms that we're watching as well. For that, let's get West 2 News at noon started and send it back to the anchors.
And Cam, now is the time to grab your phone and make sure you've downloaded our free West 2 mobile app. Be sure to turn on those push notifications so we can alert you and let you know when conditions change in your neighborhood.